Premier Planet, Justin Barlow here with...
And old Rockin' Randy.
And this is your preview for PPW 97.
This Saturday night. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
That's like the 5th time that's happened this week. Anyway.
Rock, paper, scissors? No,
Yeah,
get the business.
Yeah, anyway. Here's what you're going to want to come out and see here at the Premier Studio at 1230 Davis Road in Woodstock. What do we got? We've got this #1 contendership issue between Matt Vine and Iniestra still going on. Thanks to Chase Gosling.
But an amazing matchup last Saturday. I can't get over that matchup last Saturday. I didn't know Vine had that in him. As it turns out, Vine has really got game.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yes, and Gosling poking his freaking hawk nose right into the middle of a great match that the fans were actually starting to cheer Vine as well as Iniestra.
You know what, by the end, I got to admit, even I was completely impartial by the end of it. I mean, either way this went, this was one of the best matches I've ever seen here in PPW. This is Match of the Year candidate if we had like the PPW awards or something.
Never say never. What else do we got?
Let's see. We've got the rematch. We've got Irish Andy, who beat Ronny Metro last Saturday. Ronny Metro blindsided Andy with an attack after Ronny put his foot on the bottom rope, but the ref didn't see it, so Andy won the matchup. Ronny, last laugh though, but Ronny's got Andy again this week.
Those are two oddballs. That's one hell of an odd pairing. The reason I think that this match is going to be great is because Andy does know one emotion. Andy Anderson is not stupid. Well, I can say this. At least he has animal instincts. He knows what happened, and he's got a grudge and a bone to pick, pardon the pun, with Ronny Metro, who called the poop shit.
Yeah, and you said it. Andy's got animal instinct. I'm pretty sure he's actually part canine. He's got canine DNA. He's
just got certain instincts that are probably magnified more so than most human beings.
Yeah, so this one's going to be intense because Andy, even though he won, he's going to be out for revenge against Ronny. So what else? We got the world title. We got to talk about that. We got Scott Colton and Chase Gosling. Chase Gosling, again, he keeps pulling them out of the air. He never walks out with the title, but he's always got Colton on the defensive.
Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I don't know how much more this young man can take because it's head game after head game and butt game after butt game every Saturday night. But to his credit, he's hanging on to the title, and he brought up a great point this week in his promo when he said that he knows what gets in Gosling's head. And he's absolutely right. I went back and watched the tape. He took everything Gosling had. But what happened? Every time he kicked out, those fans went bananas. Guess who else went bananas? Gosling.
Yep. And you know what? The longer this drags on, honestly, I feel like the tide is very, very slowly starting to turn against Chase. Like it seems like you said, these fans get in his head. Colton gets in his head by not staying down. I'm wondering if maybe Chase is becoming a victim of his own mind games.
Is it that? Or is it the calm before the storm? Because according to Gosling, this week, the games are over, and he's going to walk out with the PPW World Heavyweight Championship. We'll see.
Yeah, apparently we're going to find out this big plan of Chase's is going to come to fruition, so Chase says. So you're going to want to be here to check that out, because that's, I mean, I don't know what to expect. You don't even know what to expect, and you're around these guys, 3 days a week.
With the training. Don't forget, hit us up for training. There's nowhere better to be trained than Premier Pro Wrestling.
And all you have to do, go on the WWE Network. I'm not trying to plug for them, but go on the WWE Network.
Why not? We got a good relationship.
Yeah, exactly. But for the kickoff show for WrestleMania, who did you see? Who was the first guy out opening WrestleMania this year? Kalisto, who used to wrestle for us here in Premier Pro Wrestling.
Is that the same Kalisto that I personally got him his WWE tryout?
I believe. Let me check the facts here real quick.
Yes, for Christ's sake.
It is. It's the same Kalisto that used to wrestle here in PPW. Got his tryout thanks to Premier Pro Wrestling. I know a lot of people think that.
All kidding aside, I got him the shot. He did the rest. There's no work ethic like it, except for Scott Colton, Iniestra. Believe it or not, it pains me to say this, but Matt Vine.
All these guys have it. And you know what? That's what comes from running every single week here in the Premier Studio. These guys are guys who've only been doing this for a year are already miles ahead of guys who've been doing this for, I'm rough estimate, 5-10 years. I mean, you would know more about, what it takes to build up ring credentials. I know these mosquitoes, they get in somehow.
I would say that, yeah, that's probably a pretty good analogy. There's a lot of 10-year self-proclaimed indie vets, and I don't know, kind of seems like an oxymoron to me, that guys that have been around a year and a half, like Colton and Iniestra, have garnered more experience.
Yeah, and you get these guys who have been doing this, 10, 20 years, calling themselves, they wrestled for an enhancement match for WWE once. They call themselves, former WWE superstar. When we got people, like not even inside Premier Pro Wrestling, we got fans who were sending us messages and things saying that Scott Colton reminds them of like Finn Balor already, and he's only been doing, Finn Balor's been at this, 15 years? Colton's been doing it for 2, and he's already reminding.
How old is Balor and how old is Colton?
Exactly.
Colton's not even 20 years old yet, is he?
I think he just turned 20.
How old's Balor?
Balor, I think, is about 35. So Colton can't even drink yet, but he's wearing World Championship gold in a professional wrestling organization. That's going to tell you a lot about how far the training in this company can take you.
But don't come here expecting a handout or an easy ride, because it just ain't going to happen. One thing about Colton, as an example, he earned it.
Exactly. And you know what? Me too. Even though I'm not a performer, I'm a ring announcer. You always told me, if I meet you halfway, you'll meet me halfway. And I can say from experience, this man lives up to that. So you're going to want to come and train here at Premier Pro Wrestling. You're welcome. It's true.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. We'll see you Saturday night. If you want to train with us, hit us up on Facebook.
1230 Davis Road, Woodstock, Illinois.
Bye-bye now.